Alright guys, here's why you can't believe everything you see on the internet and even everything you see on YouTube. Things can oftentimes be easily misconstrued both intentionally and accidentally. So my buddy Brian's with me today out here, and we've got his brand new Ruger 22 Mark IV Tactical, right? Interesting phenomenon. I want y'all to watch when we both shoot this gun what happens. Notice the gun runs just fine. Locks open, everything's great, right?
Two rounds?
Just two-handed. Now Brian's going to shoot it. Do the exact same thing I just did. No different. What happened there? He didn't shoot it any differently than I did, but the slide didn't lock back. I'll show him what happens. Bolt lock back. So this could easily, we've been firing mag after mag through this gun, right? Every time he shoots it two-handed, the bolt will not lock back on the empty magazine. One-handed, both left and right-handed, it locks open. It locks open two-handed for me, locked open two-handed for my son. But if he was making a video about this by himself, he could easily sit here and say, this gun's messed up and doesn't work, and show you on camera that it doesn't work. But does it really not work? That's what you got to watch out for. Alright, so we've been continuing to work with this thing a little bit, and through a little bit of, I don't know.
Investigative observation?
Yeah, that sounds like a good fancy way of saying we figured out what was going on, so watch this.
And I'm going to hold this as I was before, and it's a guarantee that the bolt will not lock open.
Didn't lock open that time, right? Now, let's see if it'll lock open this time. Dud round. That wasn't him, that wasn't the gun, that was a bad round. It is 22 after all. Oh, locked open that time. You guys figured out yet what was going on? Due to the way this gun's made, where the bolt catch and bolt release is at,
Here, I'll hold it like I was.
if you're holding it in too high of a grip, it's very sensitive. There's not a lot of movement in, you see that? There's very little movement in that bolt catch. Just the least little bit of contact with it is keeping it from locking back and engaging. So once he adjusted his grip ever so slightly to where his hand is clearing the bolt catch right there, now it's locking open. That was the difference between what I was doing, the way I was shooting it, and the way he was shooting it. Just that little difference in how I held it versus he held it. My point here in showing you guys this is you can see stuff on YouTube, you can read stuff on forums, and somebody can swear to you up and down that their particular gun doesn't work, this, that, or the other is wrong, or whatever, and you can't always take it at face value. Brian's a very experienced shooter, just like I am. But it's just one of those little idiosyncrasies that even for a new shoot or experienced shooter with a new gun, you got to work out. And it would be real easy to jump on the internet and, oh, my guns doesn't work. I've been shooting forever. I'm an experienced shooter, but it doesn't work. And it's just that little thing right there. And he can make it not work on camera intentionally now that he knows what's going on. But again, the point is, be very careful. What you take as the gospel of truth, even when you see it on YouTube. You can't always believe what you're seeing, guys. Little infomercial for the day.
And if something doesn't work, don't automatically assume that whatever you're doing is perfect. We're humans. We make mistakes, and a lot of times it can be us or it can be the equipment. But don't jump to conclusions. Research it.
Yep. Even experienced shooters that have been at thousands and thousands of rounds of practice time, formal training time, etc., it can happen. So if you encounter a problem yourself, stop, take your time, start working through it, get somebody else to work through it with you before you jump to conclusions on things, all right? You guys take care, and we'll see you in the next one.